We'll get into that. However, says some scholars argue that the series' overall message ultimately subverts Gnostic themes in favor of others, and it says such as Christian values like love and redemption, which play a central role in the narrative, particularly in the Origin trilogy. I agree, but also kind of unique that it went right to the, maybe I'm looking up too much Christian stuff, and it went right to just like, don't worry, it's okay, you can be Christian like Star Wars. Thank you, AI. You're being very, very polite. Now, the things that I found in Star Wars that would be, Gnostic in this case, is, like I said before, it was the duality, right? So you have both this good and evil force, light and dark, and it's about balance, right? And that relates to, the archons being the ones who keep this balance. And so in order to make entropy lower and to keep things from being stagnant, well, then you're going to have rises and falls of like good and bad in this case. And so that duality is definitely in Star Wars, right? With the Jedi and then the Sith. And each one having, the prophecy, both know about this prophecy of like the chosen one's going to come and like bring balance. And that's Anakin. And then my buddy argued that he technically does, because the Jedi at that point have too much, right? They're too much light, not enough dark. But again, the Sith always have, the series of two. It's always the master and then the apprentice. So, I wouldn't say that would be a fair force, I suppose. But then at the end of the, when he becomes Darth Vader, boom, now you have a rise of like, the material world or the galaxy itself being ruled by, the Emperor, this Demiurge figure.